Proxy. The sun is setting when we spot the Pacific Ocean. We're tired and bored after long hours in the limo. The feeds aren't telling us anything new, just rehashing the outrage about Tio and his two friends being missing. There's no real news out of Victoria. Reporters from other cities have been expelled, the locals silenced. The whole city has gone dark. Tens of thousands of feeds, arguing politics, gossiping, sharing music and makeup tips. All of it has been wiped from the global interface. Sren was right. Rafia hasn't appeared in public since the first day of the war. Everyone's noticed she's not being a good daughter and saying that this time our father has gone so far that it's turned even his own blood against him. I love that Rafia's fighting him because she thinks he killed me with that missile, but I hate it that she thinks I'm dead. I have to get word to her somehow, even if it gives our father warning that I'm still out here. Cole finally switches from the news feeds, turning to a nature doc about the white weed. We all watch in sullen fascination. The weed is an artificial orchid that the Rusties unleashed 3 centuries ago. It almost crowded out all other plant life on Earth, taking over farms and fields and prairies, slashing, burning, and poisoning the wheat field. Only the old-growth forests were strong enough to resist. Rusty scientists engineered birds to eat it, Cole adds to the grim commentary, but they just spread the seeds in their droppings. I wonder why he's obsessed about the weed. Maybe because people thought it couldn't be defeated until a global effort got it under control. Or maybe he's begun to admire things that can't be killed, no matter how hard everyone tries. On the western plains below us, the weed is strewn like fresh snow, but the city of Paz sits on Baja Island, protected by a barrier of salt water. As night falls, we cross the still blue straits and land outside the city, next to a train line. The quiet passenger station sits among a row of simple houses with gardens and lone stone walls. I remember my father joking about Paz, the city with no first family, where everyone's happy, like that's such a bad thing. We tumble out onto the station platform to stretch our legs. You want us to take a train? Sren says. Not a very dramatic entrance. Maybe quiet is better, Huron says. Faking our own kidnapping seems kind of illegal. Just tell them you ran away, Cole says. You feared for your safety. Tell the Paz wardens that you want sanctuary for all 3 of you. Wait, Tio says. 3 of us? Yes, Cole crosses his arms. You're safer here than fighting out a guerrilla war. And you'll get more news coverage than your friends. You were right before. Someone needs to be the face of Victoria, but it should be you, Tio. Forget that, Tio clenches his fists. I'm not going to be the mascot of your war, Cole. You don't understand how dangerous this is. I'd already be dead if it weren't for Frey and Zura, which is why you need my help too, Tio cries. He looks at me. You don't think I should hide, do you, Frey? For a moment, I'm not sure what to say. I don't want to argue against Cole, but I can't imagine being pushed aside either. The only meaning my life has had is in training, fighting, and protecting those I love. That's what kept me whole when all my bones were being broken. How can I take that away from Tio? You might be safer with us, I tell him. Cole stares at me. What do you mean? It takes me a second to understand it myself, but then I turn and take his hands. My sister hasn't given any interviews yet. Why do you think that is? He shrugs. Because she's angry at your father? Because she thinks you're dead? No, Cole, I lean closer, speak softer. It's what you told me in the bunker. Rafi's been falling apart since she was 7, because all she had was speeches and handshakes and not someone she could protect. When the assassin came, I could save her, but she could never save me. Cole stares at me. But Tio's only 14. I have to protect him. Exactly, which means letting him protect you. He shakes his head. You don't have a choice, Sren cuts in. Cole wheels on her. Would you please stay out of this? Limo, she says calmly. Secure doors. Beside us, the vast wings of the limo's door fold up. Then the blue light of the security perimeter shines down on the station platform. Here's the deal. Sren adjusts her school sweater as if she's about to give a speech. You can take Tio back to the war, along with my limo, or you can sit here with no transport, wait for the Paz wardens to pick you up. Wardens? We're not breaking any laws. Sren smiles. You're registered combatants in a neutral city, equipped with sniper rifles, grenades, and sneak suits. Sir? Zura says. That's all technically true. But Paz is on our side, Cole cries. Unofficially, yes, Sren says. But once a compliance on the record, they'll go by the rules of neutrality and impound you all for the rest of the war. Paz isn't going to risk getting dragged into a fight with a missile-flinging maniac, Cole sighs. And who's making this compliant? Limo? Transmit in 30 seconds. Yes, General Sren, the limo says. Huron shakes his head. Trust me, don't call her bluff. Just ignore her, I say, but let your brother stay in the fight. I just lost my mother. Again, Cole's voice is breaking. I can't lose him too. He can't lose you either. You need each other right now. 20 seconds, Sren says. Cole takes a slow breath, his eyes closed. Tears are coming down his face. I can guess what he's seeing in his head. That missile coming down on his home over and over in an endless loop. Fight together, I say. 10 seconds. Okay, Cole cries echoes through the empty station. Just do it. Cancel that order, limo, Sren says calmly. Transfer control of your rental proxy to Tio Palafox and buy me and Huron tickets on the next train into town. Of course, General Sren. It's been a pleasure serving you.